Academic All-American Game, December 27th to the 31st in Dallas, Texas. The #1 bowl game in the nation, celebrating excellence on the gridiron as well as excellence in the classroom. Scouts from some of the top schools in the country will be there, coaching by former NFL players and much more. Bowl games in 10U, 12U, 14U, and freshman 15U, as well as a high school seniors bowl game. To nominate your player for a chance to be selected as a Brett Cooper Jr. Academic All-American, go to www.brettcooperfootball.com or call 484-619-7974 for more information. The Brett Cooper Jr. Academic All-American Bowl Game, December 27th to the 31st in Dallas, Texas. Brett Cooper Football. Hi, Kenny Long here with NYSR and Friday Night Tykes, and I want to talk to you about rain gutters. With the recent heavy rains in South Texas, many of us have come to realize that the rain gutters on our homes either don't work or simply just don't exist, destroying flower beds and just creating a mess. Let me tell you about Curtis McCluskey with Advanced Rain Control. He is your go-to guy for seamless gutters, cleanouts, and repairs. Serving San Antonio and the surrounding areas with over 25 years experience, Curtis will get you a quality rain control gutter system on your home at a quality price. Contact Curtis at 210-863-9881 for your free quote today. That's 210-863-9881. Advanced Rain Control is a proud sponsor of NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. Don't get caught in the rain without a quality gutter system on your home. From Advanced Rain Control, call Curtis today at 210-863-9881 and tell him Kenny Long from NYSR sent you. Houston Energy Football, a premier all-women semi-pro football team competing and representing Houston, Texas in the IWFL. Come out and support the Houston Energy as they charge for an IWFL championship. Home games played at Dement Stadium, 1000 Keene Street in Galena Park, Texas. Tickets $15 at the gate. Check them out at HoustonEnergyFootball.com for pre-order discounts. That's HoustonEnergyFootball.com. NYSR is proud to be the new home and voice of the Houston Energy. All Houston Energy home games will be broadcast live on NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio, with Kenny Long, the voice of Friday Night Tykes. Just go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the live Houston Energy link. Once again, that's nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the live Houston Energy link. Houston Energy Football. Go Energy! Sports Safe. SportsSafe is a brand of video games designed to educate youth players ages 5 through 13 about sportsmanship and safety. Using any compatible mobile device, tablet, or computer, kids and parents alike can learn about safer play through short, interactive scenarios. Dr. Jillian Hotz and her team have created this uniquely designed game system for both player education and to serve as a compliance tool for leagues and teams. SportsSafe is now a proud sponsor of NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. For more information on how you can participate, purchase, and be a part of SportsSafe, you can check them out on the web at www.sportsafe.com. That's sports with a Z, safe.com. Or go to nationalyouthsportsradio.com and click on the SportsSafe banner. You can also email them at info@sportsafe.com. Give them a call at 1-800-970-3886. SportsSafe. Play safe.
You're listening to NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio.
And welcome back. As on the phone with me right now are two great gentlemen that give you some great information about a company called So Hoodie. And we'll go into further detail how my involvement is there with So Hoodie. But right now, let me introduce you, Matt Fine, who is the owner and president of So Hoodie, and Mike Baruch, who is also a partner in the company. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Kenny. It's quite an honor and a pleasure to talk with you and introduce our company to the world of youth football, and hopefully giving people out there an opportunity to see something that they've never seen or heard of before. And
I was excited when I was introduced to the product and wanted to get this done with you guys. And be able to let everybody else know what this is. And I guess we'll go to Mike first. Mike Baruch, who's one of the partners, also deals with all the social media aspect with the company. Mike, go ahead and explain to us, what is So Hoodie?
Sure. So Hoodie is first of its kind. It's a portable hood. The best way I can explain it is if you've ever seen your favorite athlete warming up or even on the bench at a timeout, he's going to probably have a towel around his neck and wearing it like a hood. We were inspired from that to create a portable hood in a couple different materials with the player's logo and number sported on each side of the hood. And with that being said, we kind of had this idea for a couple years, but we didn't know exactly who to market it to. And once we started, handing it out to some athletes and some professional guys, they started wearing it like an everyday product, and it kind of just hit very quickly. So, like you said, I run social media, and at a grassroots level, I just, over the last year and a half, would reach out to professional athletes in the NBA or NFL, MLB, whatever you may have, and just sending them product. And like I said, we got some really good feedback. We have pictures probably pictures and videos of over 150 to 200 professional athletes wearing the product, which really helps us generate sales and promote it to kids who look up to their favorite athletes.
Now, when you say these professional athletes are trying these on, are they trying the product as to really kind of give a testimony as to how it benefits?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. What we kind of say is they like to try it on just simply because they like the product. Most athletes are wearing hoods. Perfect example is like Hoodie Mellow. A lot of guys just like the look of it. So to have that and then have their custom logos or team logos on it, it's kind of a win-win for them to try the product out for any, personal use. That gives us great feedback, and we can kind of market off of that.
And we know how those pro athletes like to look cool when they're on the sidelines.
Yeah, and that's kind of our thing. We provide some swag for these players. Professionally, nowadays guys are warming up on the sideline or on the field with their beats or with their custom cleats, and this hood kind of goes hand in hand with that. About 6 months ago, we were fortunate enough to meet with Antonio Brown, and the first thing he said was, I can't wait to wear this all over the sideline and just kind of have that swag that nobody else has. So, we're protecting that, and that's something that we stand by, and we definitely want our players to realize.
Now, outside of just the look and everything else, and that's a great thing. I mean, people are able to get their favorite players' numbers on there, their favorite team logos on there, things of that nature. What about the benefits, particularly when we're looking at youth sports, the college level, high school, all the way down to the youth level? What are the benefits of So Hoodie that you've seen so far, and that you've got some testimonies on?
Sure. So we have we basically at this point have three different materials. One is a fleece So Hoodie, which just think of as your basic sweatshirt. So this past weekend up in Madison, Wisconsin, Winooki football team ordered these for their entire team, knowing the weather was going to be pretty inclement up in that location. So what happened is, guys would sit on the sideline with their helmets off, and the same token, this keeps their head warm and dry. So, there's a practical use for it. Where you guys are, obviously heat and certainly, that becomes an issue. We have a product made strictly of a towel material, and it's called a Terry So Hoodie, which basically is no different than Cam Newton sitting on the sideline and wrapping the towel around his head. It absorbs sweat, and in the same token, it can actually be dipped in ice water, and put on your head and cool down for those hot summer days during practice, or certainly, the hot games. So there's absolutely some practical use besides, as Mike alluded to, it's just a swag look that, these guys love, and the ability to customize with, high school and youth football teams are able to put their logos on it, and players can put their individual numbers, allows you to personalize it and obviously make your own look and feel. So, we think we've got really just something across the board that not only speaks to practical, but as much, people care about looks more importantly than practical. And we think we cater to both.
So when you look at the the marketability of this, and obviously you're getting these top college players and these pro players that are showing this off. What kind of response are you getting when you're getting for the everyday average fan that's just showing up to these games? Are they really running to these things? Are they seeing the benefits and wanting to have their own to match their favorite team?
To be honest with you, right now, I would say we're doing a really good job of selling these online. We don't sell retail at any games. What we have done is some promotions at games where we passed them out, and the response has been unbelievable. But the teams that are ordering them and then using them on the field for pregame, it kind of goes to show in our pictures that they really do enjoy wearing them. Like only, I think, last year during one of the bowl games, Penn State, came out on the field warming up wearing them. So there's definitely a demand for them, but we're not really selling at the events as much as selling online right now.
And are there plans to kind of step into that arena, or are you staying strictly as an online product?
No, the plan is to absolutely. I mean, there's a lot more fans than there are players. So, the thought being is, people go to games, and this is a great form of the school trying to do a fundraiser. If a team is trying to raise money or a school is trying to raise money, I mean, I can't think of a better item. Obviously we all have sweatshirts and hats and now logo socks, but nobody's ever seen a So hoodie. So for a pretty low price point of $20, someone can go out there and buy something with their school logo on it and wear it in the stands. And you've got school spirit as well as practical use for it. So the goal is to absolutely sell to the fans and be, in retail shops and in school stores and certainly online as well. So we're just scratching the surface of where we think this can go.
This sounds great. Now, when people are looking at this product, what are they looking at price-wise?
Sure. So we strongly believe after some market research and studies that, it's a $20 item. So that's kind of where our price point has been. For some of the schools that we have licenses for, like a Michigan, a Penn State, a University of Miami, those we sell at a little bit higher price point because we've got to pay a royalty back to the universities. So those are selling for $25. But for your average high school or youth team, it's $20, which includes logos.
And that sounds like it's fairly inexpensive to get what you're wanting on there. What about for teams themselves, youth teams, or say a tournament type setup where they want to provide these for sale for the participants in these tournaments and for their teams, have them available on the sidelines for the teams? Are there any deals that they can go through on that?
Yeah, what we're doing is we're making arrangements with exclusive, we'll call them distributors. So we're giving distributors, wholesale pricing, and then it allows them to work within, a budget of a tournament team or a school team, or obviously bulk orders. So there's going to be discounts involved. So, what we're trying to do is find distributors in various locations across the country to represent So hoodie.
How does that involve me now? Because obviously I've kind of stepped in this arena. We've talked. So where does my role come in on this?
Sure. Kenny, I mean, someone like you is just an ideal strategic partner for us because you obviously understand the landscape of youth football. You're heavily involved with it. You know the teams, the coaches, the leagues, and that's certainly something that we can never, be everywhere and boots on the ground. So to have someone like you representing our product and being able to have teams and leagues order through you, we think is a win-win relationship. And, it's a great way for us to get to, a hotbed of youth football is certainly the state of Texas. And to have someone with your experience represent us, we're really proud to welcome this relationship.
Well, I'm definitely excited to be a distributor for So hoodie. Both my wife and I have looked at it. She's excited about it, and we're going head first on this. So what we'll do is we'll post this on the website. We'll continue to push this out. You'll listeners will start hearing some promos over this. You'll have the contact information on how to get your So hoodie ordered, whether it be individually or we'll talk to teams and see what they want to do to get in on this product. And particularly here in Texas, the teams that I deal with in Texas, the heat is always an issue, particularly during spring ball, spring training, heading into the fall practice. We're practicing in 100, 105, 108 degree weather, playing football games in that weather as well throughout the first part of the season. But we got both products like you heard mentioned. You got the typical sweat hoodie that is good for warm weather. It keeps the head dry, keeps the head warm. Then you got that terry cloth hoodie that is an absolute must when it comes to the heat. You could soak these things in a bucket of water, ice water, keep it cool. Kids come off the field, take the helmet off, throw it on. They're going to